Hi everyone! Today we have some really cool updates to share with you. So we have made in the past a couple of videos recently on abscesses, and I wanted to share with you some updates that we've now done. So the first of those is two little girls that came in with a surrender. One had a very large abscess which was infected on her shoulder and a massive scabbed over area. So take a look at her now with this update. And the second is with Dotori, another special surrendered girl, her and her buddy, and she had a tiny little sebaceous cyst that was down below on the back area of her leg. And again, check it out. Hi everyone, so we're doing an update with these two little girls that were surrendered about a week ago, and this little girl here had a massive infection brewing. She was very warm to touch, and now look at her. Now what we did to treat that, we flushed it, and there's a video on that. We'll pop the link up above, but we flushed that area and cleaned it. We left the scab intact, and what's happened is it's dropped away. So we didn't touch that. It's either dropped off naturally or by itself. There's no swelling there, no infection there, so we're just letting that continue to heal at the moment. And yeah, these girls are doing really well. So they had mites, and her regrowth is starting to come through. You can see the velvety covering that she's got. We shaved all of this area back, and she's now going fuzzy, and this is within the space of a week. So well on the road to recovery, both of you. And it's actually time again for your ivermectin, so we're just going to do that now. I keep mine in a little container. It is light sensitive, so you need to keep it tucked away. Hey girls, hello. Let's get enough on there because I want to do a few piggies. But yeah, we're just going to pop some ivermec on. Where we do that is behind the ears. The ears have loads of blood vessels in them. It's a very absorbent area. We literally just pop that on to the ear and behind the ear where it's naked. I'm going to pop you down, sweet pie. Mabel. I'm not sure which one's Mabel, but I'm going to pop this on again. They've done so well, and yeah, shortly they'll be looking for home. So remember, through here they were very crusty and flaky, and of course had hard coats, and look at you now. They're just blossoming, and they've got big tummies. They're doing well, so they'll soon be ready to find homes. Okay, so here we are back again. This time round, let's take a look at Dotori. Now Dotori and her buddy were also surrendered, and their family is now living overseas. But Dotori came in with a sebaceous cyst which was on the rear of her leg, and again you've seen the treatment of that, and I'm going to pop the link up here now so you can check it out. But take a look at what has happened and what the outcome is literally 2 to 3 weeks later. Okay guys, let's take a little look at Dotori. Now Dotori and her buddy came into rescue, and Dotori had a really big lump on her bottom. So we treated that, and again there's a video link on that, and we're just going to take another close look at it because you do need to make sure that it's clearing. It was so tiny. We need to make sure that that is clearing well enough and has stayed clear. That's it there. Yeah, no sign of any additional growth, which is good. And because it was so small, it was very easy to treat, but you can see how smooth the area is. Now there's a little bit of a crusty top there, which I'm literally going to agitate and take off, because it's not a scab, it's just like dry skin, like fungal. Oh, that feels beautifully smooth, which is good. Dotori, that's awesome. I just want to make sure it's completely and utterly gone. Yeah, it's just a bit of a fungal top. Once these little sebaceous cells are cleaned and cleared, I'm just putting a bit of antiseptic onto here. That's antiseptic wash. I just want to make sure, hopefully you're seeing this on the camera. Because of COVID, we don't have anyone filming at the moment. But I'm just wiping this top surface area. It can tend to form a little bit of a ridge And it's not the abscess reforming in this instance, but it's gathering. The way that our skin sloughs off, those skin cells are just staying in that little rough area that was left. And if you have a careful, clear look, you can see, hopefully I can pop you up to the camera, Dotori, you can see how clear that is. It's fully healed and sorted. There's no lump there. There's no further problem, which is great. Excellent. Awesome. Gone. Now again, we're going to treat you with some mites. It's time to do that. Give you a little check all over, sweetie pie. The hair is regrowing. Time to do your ears as well. You can see there's an ear that needs help there. I think it's been a while since that's been done, don't you worry. I hope everyone's safe with the lockdowns we've had in place. The shelter has not had volunteers here for a while, and it's still as busy as ever, keeping on top of what we need to. And this is part of what needs doing. If you've got guinea pigs at home, you know, their maintenance and upkeep is something that you need to do. Yeah, she's getting a little bit of a messy ear. Longer coated guinea pigs are more prone to just, you know, skin and debris getting caught in these areas. And of course, once you start getting flaky skin being caught, it's a perfect location for fungal spores. So keeping it really clear is going to help them enormously feel a whole lot better. It's true, isn't it, Dotori? Let's put you under here. This way. Trying to work quietly. She's a beautiful girl. What a cutie. Looking for lots of cuddles, aren't you, Dotori? With your buddy. Her buddy's much bigger. And we're going to give them some fresh grass time today. I'm sorry, did I bump it? Yeah, let's just soften that a bit. Just with the... And I'm just using dilute Muller 7 water here, which is really the best way to go. You hear about people putting coconut oil in ears, and what it does is just add to more pore issues. I find that those sorts of piggies tend to get more in the way of cysts and blockages later. So we don't want their skin and area clogging up at all. I don't think your ears were done, Dotori. What happened there? Dirty ears is not going to be a life-threatening issue for guinea pigs, but what I would say to you is that you can learn an awful lot by looking at the ears, because this is a point of contact from their mouth, their hand, or their paws to their mouth, to their ears when they're grooming. So if they even have dental issues and they're drooling, you'll often find their ears are really full of super gunk, and it can help you just examine and be conscious of more problems that are occurring with your little piggy, so that you can fix them and get on top of them early. Is that a bit better? Looks a lot better. There we go. There you are. That's a bit better. I think while we're here, we'll do your little paws again. Look how long they are. some, look at those little paws. Oh my word. Little feet pictures. Okay. Just noticed another little issue with Dotori. And that's actually with her paw. Let's take a look. Okay, this little girl, when she walks, let's take a look. When she's walking, she doesn't want to walk on her front paws that much. And part of that reason is that she's got a sore little foot. Do you want to see if you can walk there? She's not putting a lot of weight onto this paw. But when we look at the toenails, now these are older girls, but you can see how splayed and on the side they are. It's almost like a flat foot. It's turned in. This front paw here, similarly, it's turned out to the side. And this is how we age piggies. But let's have a look underneath, and like her toenails here are really overgrown, little thing. But it's this front paw that has got a sore spot on the paw. If we can, hopefully you can see. Okay, you can see that. But she's starting to get a bumblefoot condition. If you look at the front of this paw, you can see how it presently is. Let's take a closer look, Dotori. Look at this little, look at this little foot. Yeah. Alright, so that's actually, that is the start of bumblefoot occurring. She's just there. We're going to give her some little foot soaks and help that foot. It's so flat. All the little feet look like they're struggling. Let's just do little toenails through the paw. Okay. Good girl. Good girl. Yeah. Do one of the toes just very quickly. Down here. Okay. Some resolution and some ivermectin and ears. This is Dotori's buddy. What a cutie! Let's do your nails as well, sweetie. She doesn't have the same ear issues at all. She's good. Let's give that one a little wipe out. Dotori's down there peeping for you. She said, where are you? Where's my friend? Okay, let's just get these little nails done. Oh, sweet pie. Let's get the nails done as well. Very windy today. Windy and breezy. Yeah. spur, which if we look at the front paw here, you can see foot spurs just curl around on the foot. There we go. That's it there. You can see it looks like a toenail. It sort of grows and it curls right the way around. Now foot spurs are always found on both front feet. So if we look at both of them, you'll be able to see the remains of whatever's on this side. I'm sorry, looks like your toe hasn't been done. Look at that. For a toenail, that's impressive. Oh my word. And there's the foot spur. You can see this one has broken off at some point, and it's still there. There it is. Very hard and chunky. We're just going to trim it down. We literally trim that nail for you. Oh my goodness. That's it. It's not too bad. It's just the one curly nail. And then the little foot spur, you can actually just trim back really neatly, level with the skin. There we go. We'll do the same on this side. So if we look at this little foot, it's got a huge foot spur. Let's trim this one back. Sorry, sweetie. Let's trim this one back. It hurts when it leans back. But see how it comes off? It's like a nail. And you've got to be careful not to cut the skin, but you can trim it level with the skin, and then it's much safer. There we go, and you've got one long nail there. Right, let's do your little feet. Oh, hello. We've done that one, haven't we? It's just this one. Let's see. There we go. Good girl, good girl, good girl, good girl. You can hold there. Shall I have it back this way? Yeah. Good girl. Good girl. There we go. Okay. Up, up, up. Okay. Okay, we can go into the grass. Okay. This little mama is the girl that was dumped down at Liverpool with a baby, and it looks like she is pregnant again with a second litter, but we're just waiting. So she's here on pregnancy watch, and we'll just give her a little check. She's really cleaning this, which is great. Oh, those nails are good. Good. See over your feet. They're pretty sharp, aren't they? Just trim those back. Trim those nails back. And the technique is to really, where the nail gets thinner on these dark feet, you'll see how it gets thinner once the blood supply is finished. And what we do at that thin point is squeeze with the clippers, with these, and we can feel if she tries to pull her foot away, just in the event that there's any blood supply there. So it's very easy to trim dark-haired nails. Okay, I'll put you down for some grass time. There was a video recently with Dotori, because Dotori and Kendrick came in, and we could tell that Dotori was being barbered. Now, for whatever reason, guinea pigs barber others, but they do it symmetrically, and you can see up from one leg, up and over her chest and down the other side, the barbering has been going on. Now, what I've just witnessed is a real scuffle and commotion with Dotori and Kendrick. Kendrick is her buddy, and Kendrick is really not happy with Dotori at the moment. So I've popped Dotori over here with the other two girls that are older age. They're all around 5 to 6 years of age. She has got a very sore little paw that she's come in with. So I'm just going to see how this works out at the moment, and let's go with that.